Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's Movie Blog. I am the Critic Quiz and I hope we're doing well, and today we're talking about an article from Bounding Into Comics, great website here, which is talking about news which has been going around everywhere. I mean, there's several articles about this very topic and it's been talked about for a very long time, but it's something that I honestly am like 50-50 split on, to be perfectly honest with myself and with you guys about how I personally feel about the issue. So it says right there, Kevin Feige confirms discussions with Keanu Reeves for possible Marvel film. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige confirmed that he has had discussions with Keanu Reeves about a potential role in an upcoming Marvel film. He talked to Comic Book and he said, "We talked to him for almost every film we make. We talked to Keanu Reeves about, I don't know about when, if, or ever he'll join the MCU, but we very much want to figure out a way in which he'll do it." Feige would go on to compare the amount of discussions we've had with him, Keanu Reeves, multiple times. They talked with Jake Gyllenhaal before they landed him as Mysterio for the upcoming Far From Home movie, which is something that, again, I currently am very excited for. I am very excited for Far From Home only because I am a huge Jake Gyllenhaal fan. And so anyone can try and say, "Oh my gosh, you're supporting Disney," and "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" and "Oh my gosh." But for me, it's literally has nothing more to do with the fact that I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I love the movies that he does. I love the work that he does. I'm still very, very salty about the fact that his performance in Nightcrawler got overlooked by so many people. If you've never seen the movie Nightcrawler, do yourself a favor and go watch that film because it is phenomenal. But I would say also in this same way, as excited as I am to see Jake Gyllenhaal being given a big payday, being given a big opportunity to be on the big screen in this way, I would really like for Keanu Reeves to be given the similar opportunity. Now, some could say he's already received that when he was in The Matrix. He's already known. He's already got that, that classic history that people are going to remember him for years and years to come. He does not need to be in the MCU, and I totally agree with you there. I don't think that he needs to be in the MCU. However, I can't say, honestly, that I wouldn't like to see him in the MCU. I can't say that, because to have him as someone who has become one of my favorite actors, especially with everything he's done with the John Wick series, everything that he's shown about how classy of a guy he is, about how in almost every picture that you find with the guy, he is like, especially if there's women involved, he is not touching them at all, which I think is really sad because, in all honesty, I think he's doing it consciously because he doesn't want to get even any type of person to come to him with an accusation, let alone any type of accusation of him doing anything inappropriate. So the fact that we're living in an era where he has to be doing that is really sad. But with all that being said, I cannot help but be excited because I love Keanu Reeves. And so if Keanu Reeves is going to be given the opportunity to be in another movie, whether it be the MCU, whether it be another John Wick film, whether it be in a Matrix reboot, whatever, no matter what it is, what it might be. Not saying that I want a Matrix reboot. By God, please no. I want to see Keanu Reeves, and I like seeing Keanu Reeves in things. That's why I fully plan on seeing that movie Replicants, which apparently was terrible, but he's in it, and I love Keanu Reeves. And it's not because he's the best actor in the world, but it's because he is probably the nicest and most genuine actor in the world. Other than someone, like, seriously, there are very few actors that we can really talk about in public, that we can really state with any sense of, I guess, certainty, that we know that in all likelihood, again, obviously we don't know the person personally, in all likelihood is one of the best human beings that currently exist, or is at least a very good person, is an actor who is also a human person and is a good person at that. Just watch any video that he's done, any interview that he's done, look at his history, look at his stories, look at the tragic history that he's had of losing loved ones, look at what he's done when he's given millions upon millions of dollars of his own salary to his stunt teams for movies and projects and helping them out, buying them Harleys, doing all this crazy stuff. Seriously, like, amazing things. The only other person that I can think of who, in a lot of similar ways, kind of fits in the same category that I would say Keanu Reeves, I think, is a little bit better than, would be that of Paul Walker. Paul Walker was also known not for having the greatest acting career in the world, not known as being the strongest of actors, but known for just being a nice person, just known for being a nice guy, just being known for a person that would go out of his way to support those around him, who went to charity events. I mean, seriously, like, he was coming from a charity event when all that, the tragedy happened, and he was so involved in charitable giving. And you see that Keanu Reeves is also just a really good person. And so I want to see this person being given every opportunity. And even though I currently hate the current state of the MCU, even though I hated Endgame, even though I think the future of the MCU is going to be completely woke, to say that I don't want Keanu Reeves to get his face and his name out there for more people to be able to realize just how awesome of a guy he is, especially if he's put in the right role, because I don't think anyone's going to deny the fact, despite the fact that he's not the best, I guess what we would declare classical actor in the world, no one's going to deny that he is not amazing in the role of John Wick. If he's given the right role, he can be a badass. He can be kick-ass. And to be honest, if Keanu Reeves is put in a movie, I am much more likely to see it. And so Kevin Feige coming out trying to say we've tried to put him in several movies, and almost every movie we've done, we've said, okay, how can we get Keanu Reeves to be in this movie? Now, of course, it'd be really cool to have some type of John Wick crossover, but of course that is, way much fantasy booking and is never going to happen. And also, I don't want Disney to get their hands on John Wick at all because I think they would ruin it. However, with all that being said, I'm torn here, and I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you want Keanu Reeves to be in a Marvel film? I am, again, torn because I love the guy so much. I love John Wick. I love the fact that I just bought the John Wick on Steelbook, and I'm able to give away my previous copy in a future live stream. I love the fact that, that because of the generosity of one of my subscribers, JJ, my man JJ, who's just donated tremendously amount of money, just like we did with Alita, we're going to be able to do a 4K Steelbook giveaway for John Wick Chapter 3. We're also going to be able to do a giveaway of 4K copies and digital copies, just like what we did. So if you want to find out more about that, go check out the live stream. It should still be live on the channel of what we did for the Alita 4K giveaway, because a lot of people won free stuff. And that's one of the things that I've been trying to do more on this channel. And people like JJ are the ones that make that possible. So if you are a person where you maybe have the ability, you want to give, you want some people to see a certain movie maybe that you've think is getting underrated, and you maybe have the means to be able to support the channel, to be able to say, hey, I'm going to give you this money, but I want you to use it in this way, you can totally do that. Because, hey, I will do I will do anything if it means that I'm going to be able to give away free stuff, because guess what? That's one of the things that I've been trying to do with this channel for a long time. And unfortunately, because of YouTube, unfortunately because of everything going on currently with the algorithm and of course everything else going on, it has been very hard to be able to justify being able to, because people think, oh, you're making that YouTube money, you got thousands of views, etc., which is pennies on the dollar for these views, and it just, at the end of the day, it makes it impossible for me to really be able to give away as much as I would really like to. I would love to do giveaways on every live stream. I would love to do just so many giveaways. And so because of people like JJ, I'm going to be able to do that in the next couple of weeks, so please stay tuned to that. But honestly, though, in comparison to this video, getting back on track, because obviously my ADD has me all over the place, what are your thoughts? Do you think Keanu Reeves should be in a Marvel film? Do you want him to be in a Marvel film? I'm currently split 50-50. I would love to see him get more exposure. I would love to see him get more attention, and a Marvel film would absolutely do that as long as it's the right role for him. At the same time, too, I don't want Marvel getting their grubby little hands on him, because I don't want them to ruin him as an actor, even though, personally, based on everything that I've seen from him so far, especially for all of his training montages and training videos that he's done for John Wick, it seems like he would be a very hard person for them to try and brainwash in any way. But guys, I would love to hear all your thoughts about all of this in the comments below. Please let me know and answer the question. And I'm going to leave this as the pinned comment. Do you want to see him in a Marvel film? Why or why not? Please let me know. Also, guys, please smash the like button. Give me a subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Had a lot of people leave my channel yesterday because of certain situations on Twitter, which I'm not going to really get into here. It seems like there was a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of bloviating, a lot of just, egos. And at the end of the day, I'm over it. Hopefully everyone else is over it. But if you unsubscribe from me because of that, I mean, hey, that's your choice. Goodbye. At the end of the day, it's not really about the numbers for me. However, I do know that sometimes also YouTube unsubscribes people, so it's really hard sometimes to tell whether or not people are unsubscribing because they don't like the content, or whether it's because YouTube is just being, a bunch of asshats. So please think about subscribing here. Think about subscribing on BitChute, where I also upload all of my videos. Please also think about supporting me on PayPal. Link is in the description. On Streamlabs, link is in the description. And if you do want a shout out, if you do want to have the donation going towards something, please make sure you leave a message, especially if it's through PayPal or through Streamlabs, and I will make sure that the money goes where it needs to go. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.